Imagine standing in a crowded city square, surrounded by thousands of people, yet feeling completely and utterly alone in your exhaustion. You spend your entire day pouring your energy into your work, your family, and your social obligations, but at the end of the night, you look in the mirror and realize there is nothing left for you. You are like a phone battery that has reached 1%. Yet you are still trying to run a dozen different apps at once. Why do we feel so guilty when we stop giving? Why does the word no feel like a heavy weight on our tongues? If you have ever felt that your kindness is being used until you are empty, you are not alone in this journey. Today, I want to invite you into a quiet, safe space to discuss a story that many of us remember from our childhood, but few of us truly understood until we became adults. We are looking at The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. Through the eyes of Elena, your guide and mentor, we will explore why this simple story of a tree and a boy is actually a profound warning for our modern lives. The tree gave her apples, her branches, and eventually her trunk until she was nothing but a stump. She gave out of love, but the story ends with a very haunting sentence. And the tree was happy, but not really. Together, we will learn how to avoid becoming that lonely stump by building a life of balanced giving. First, we must learn the art of recognizing our own value before we give it away. In the book, the tree sees herself only as a provider for the boy. When the boy is young, she provides play. When he is a man, she provides money and a home. In our modern world, we often do the same with our digital presence and our professional lives. Think about a young professional living in a fast-paced city. She answers emails at 11 o'clock at night. She agrees to help a friend move house even when she is sick. She believes her value comes only from how much she can do for others. Furthermore, she fears that if she stops giving, people will stop loving her. The core lesson here is that you are not a resource. You are a human being. A resource is something like coal or oil. It is meant to be used up until it is gone. But you are a living soul. You must understand the word depletion. Depletion is a very important word for us today. It means the reduction in the number or quantity of something. When you give without thinking, you face emotional depletion. To prevent this, your first action step is to create a personal inventory. Every morning, ask yourself, how much energy do I truly have today? If your energy is low, give less. It is that simple. You cannot share fruit from a tree that has not been watered. Furthermore, we must address the necessity of setting firm boundaries. In Silverstein's story, the tree has no boundaries. She lets the boy cut her limbs and take her heart. In our lives, a boundary is like a fence around a beautiful garden. It is not there to keep people out. It is there to protect the flowers inside. Consider the situation of a parent who spends every waking hour serving their children and spouse, never taking 10 minutes to sit in silence or read a book. They think they are being a giving tree, but in reality, they are teaching their family that their needs do not matter. This leads us to our second lesson, the power of the kind no. Many of us are afraid of the word no because we think it is aggressive. On the other hand, a kind no is an act of honesty. When a colleague asks you to take on an extra project that you don't have time for, you can say, I value our collaboration, but to give my best work to my current tasks, I cannot accept this right now. By doing this, you are protecting the quality of your work and your mental health. In the flow of our conversation, I want to explain the phrase, set a precedent. To set a precedent means to establish a pattern of behavior that will be followed in the future. If you always say yes, you set a precedent that your time is free. If you set boundaries, you set a precedent that your time is valuable. In addition to boundaries, we need to examine the concept of reciprocal growth. In the giving tree, the relationship is completely one-sided. The boy takes and the tree gives. The boy never waters the tree. He never thanks the tree. He only returns when he wants something more. In our modern context, this often looks like toxic productivity or one-way friendships. You might have a friend who only texts you when they are having a crisis, but when you have a success, they are nowhere to be found. The third step in our guide is to audit your relationships. Take a moment to think about the 5 people you spend the most time with. Do they pour water onto your roots, or do they only pick your apples? Real personal growth happens in an environment of reciprocity. This is a beautiful, formal word that means a situation where 2 people provide the same help or advantages to each other. We should strive for relationships where both people are growing together. If you find yourself in a relationship that is only about taking, it is time to have a brave conversation or to distance yourself to protect your inner peace. Furthermore, we must learn to value our stump seasons. At the end of the book, the tree is just a stump. She has nothing left to give. And finally, the boy, now an old man, just wants to sit on her. For the first time in the whole story, they are just being together instead of doing things for each other. We often feel that if we aren't producing something, we are useless. We feel guilty on our days off. We feel like we are falling behind if we aren't learning a new skill or making more money. The fourth lesson is the acceptance of stillness. Your value does not disappear when you are tired. Your worth is not tied to your productivity. Imagine a winter forest. The trees look dead. They have no leaves and no fruit. But inside, they are resting. They are preparing for the spring. We must learn to have stillness. Stillness is the state of being quiet and calm. Action step. Schedule 20 minutes of mandatory stillness every day. No phone, no book, no music. Just sit with your inner voice. In that silence, you will realize that you are enough, even if you never gave another apple away for the rest of your life. This brings us to a moment of deep reflection. How do these steps help us connect with our inner voice? When we are constantly giving, the noise of other people's needs becomes so loud that we can no longer hear ourselves. We become a character in someone else's story. By setting boundaries, auditing our relationships, and embracing stillness, we turn down the volume of the world. We begin to hear that small, gentle voice inside that tells us who we really are. That voice is your true guide. It is the part of you that knows when to give and when to rest. When you listen to your inner voice, you stop being a giving tree that disappears, and you start being a living tree that flourishes. Let us take a moment to summarize the path we have walked together today. First, recognize your own value and monitor your emotional depletion. Second, use the kind no to set boundaries and protect your resources. Third, seek reciprocity in your relationships so that you are not the only one giving. And fourth, embrace stillness to reconnect with your worth outside of what you can do for others. These are not just ideas, they are practical tools for a better, more peaceful life. As we finish our time together in this quiet space, I want you to remember the ending of the story. The tree was happy, but not really. I don't want that for you. I want you to be happy, truly and deeply. I want you to have a life where you have plenty of apples to share, but also plenty of branches to reach for the sky and a strong trunk to stand your ground. You are allowed to be generous, but you are also allowed to be whole. If these steps resonate with you, share your thoughts or which step you will try first in the comments. Subscribe to Inner Voice English for more calm guides to a better life. You have the strength to change your story. You have the right to grow. Until next time, listen to your inner voice and be kind to yourself.